Board looks over to her right, passes it back over on the right wing, and brings it inside to the free throw line. Nice entry pass, can't get that one to go. Shoots, no good. Gold with the rebound, kind of tipped back from, that is Reese Hooks. Hooks back over to Gold, picked off by Board. Board, well, I'm not sure who that is. Passes it to Teschner, shoots, and that is good for the quick bucket. Hooks brings it up, tries to enter it right, knocked out by a Hornet player. And Gauld's gonna bring this ball in from out of bounds. Over to Hooks. Hooks dribbles, stops, back over to Gauld. Gauld shoots, no good. Rebound number 5. It looks like Ella Weiss from Richland Center. Curley with the rebound. Gets it back to Hooks. 6-2 your score. Gauld tries to pass it back to Hooks. And can't that one get one to go. Got three Viroqua players coming in. Number 22, Alina Kiordia. Elena Kiordia. We've got Sam Schneider in and Kate Quackenbush. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. All right, back we come. Ball's going to be brought in by Richland Center. Number 22 brings the ball up. It's at center court, pursued heavily by Olson. Olson's going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow in favor of the Hornets on that one. Going to be inbounded out here at the half court line. And passed over here to Leeski. Off the rebound, no rim on that. Sam Schneider with a hustle play. It's a ball into Allie Olson. Allie Olson pushes it up to Gauld, and the Hornets defend that ball out of bounds, be back to the Blackhawks, and that is Kiordia. Passing it out of bounds, and Allie Olson dribbles right, passes it, enters it into high post there to Schneider. Kiordia has the ball, dribbles left, and she's going to get called for the double dribble there. Board brings the ball up, passes it over to Leeski. Leeski back to 22. Enters the ball on the free throw post area. Viroqua really having their way with Richland Center on defense here. No good. Score remains 6-2. Olson pushes it down to Quackenbush. Nice pass across to Schneider. Back out to Olson, back over to Kiordia, down to Quackenbush. And Kate, with a powerful move, gets the ball up on the backboard, into the rim, into the basket for a score and an and one opportunity here from the charity stripe. 8-2 your score. Reese Hooks comes in, gives Allie Olson a break. Quackenbush with the free throw opportunity doesn't get it to go, but Sam Schneider fighting with one of the Hornet players there, and Richland Center knocks it out of bounds, gets it back to Viroqua. Hooks grabs that pass in, nice shot, can't get it to go. Rebound by Ella Weiss of Richland Center. Back to Weiss on the right wing, passes it across to Teschner, and she got that one to go, I believe. I actually was looking down at the program, but obviously a basket. And Chiordia passes it out to Hooks. Hooks dribbles right, quick over to Gall. Gall shoots and gets that three-point play to go. Well, they call it a 2. So 10-4 your score. Teschner dribbles. Hooks with good defense there. Gall lets board go. Sam Schneider picks her up, ends up getting foul called on her. This is Addie Board with the first of 2. It's the first one to go. So number 22 comes in for Richland Center, and out goes number 20, Lily Laski. No good on the second one. 10-5 your score. Viroqua in the lead. Sam Schneider fights for that rebound, and Reese Hooks with a nice pass concept. Just a little bit out of control into Chiordia, and Chiordia ends up getting that ball stolen, but Hooks fights number 25, Teschner, for the ball, and gets it away from her, and ends up getting a foul called on Teschner. Chiordia into Hooks. Hooks picks up dribble, passes it across to Olsen. Olsen dribbles left, down into Schneider on the left wing. Olsen brings it back out, passes it across to Chiordia. Chiordia with a nice cross lane pass to Quackenbush for a quick, easy score, 12-5. Viroqua in nice control of this game. So that was Weiss with the layup opportunity, can't get it to go. Scrum for the rebound, and ends up, I forget what Richland Center player had that, but touched the ball last, right on the baseline, and goes back to Viroqua. Allie Olsen dribbles right, and the Richland Center player knocked it out of bounds off the dribble. Hooks with the shot, no good. Olsen with a nice rebound. Back to Reed Brown, back to Chiordia, over here to Hooks. Hooks dribbles, gets rid of it. Allie Olsen with a nice shot. Can't get that one to fall. And some nice offensive rebounding gives Viroqua a lot of opportunities. Quick pass up the court here. Weiss shoots, misses. Chiordia with the rebound and passes it down. Viroqua quickly working their offense. Allie Olsen with some, all Viroqua players just with some quick passing here. Almost got ahead of themselves a little bit. And Olsen tries to get it over to Hooks on the top of the key, and gets stolen by Richland Center. No good on the layup. Back to Viroqua. Hooks stops, passes across to Allie Olsen. Olsen with a nice bounce pass down into Curley, can't handle it on the high post, and ends up going back to Richland Center. Board looks up court, passes over here to number 50. It looks like Mariah Obade. I hope that's how you say that name. Obade. lost it out of bounds over here on the right sideline. Back to Viroqua. Gald passes it back to, tries to get over to Hooks, and it was stolen by Richland Center. Layup no good. Rebound back to Hooks. Hooks passes to Gald. Gald brings it into the post to Curley. No good. Rebound. That is a rebound by Chiordia. And gets tapped out by Richland Center. Passed into Gald to Hooks. And Hooks to Chiordia. Chiordia quickly down here to Reed Brown. Back to Curley. Nice shot. Can't get it to go. Nice hustle play by Chiordia. And back to Hooks on the top of the key. She passes it over to Gald. Shoots. And Gald gets that one to go. That is her spot over there. 14-5 your score. Broke out to a nice 9-point lead with 6 minutes left in the first half. Board dribbles down the center of the lane. Passes it back out here on the wing. Back to Board. Board shoots a three. No good. Going to be out of bounds. And can't quite get to it is number 20, Lily Leeski of Richland Center. And Viroqua's going to inbound it as Quackenbush to Hooks. Hooks brings it back up. Quickly passes to Olsen. Olsen dribbles back over the center court to her right. Down to Sam Schneider. Schneider pass fakes to Hooks. And Hooks passes high over the head of Olsen. And back to Richland Center we go. Into Obade. Back to Board. Back to Obade. Board brings it down into Weiss at the free throw line. And Leeski shoots. No good. And Weiss going to fight for it with Schneider. Ends up getting the ball back. 22 bounce passes down into Weiss, stolen by Gald and a host of other Viroqua players. And Olsen passes back across to Hooks. Anticipated well by Leeski. Can't quite get to it. Hooks passes to Olsen. She brings it across half court. Back over to Hooks. Hooks passes down to Gald. Back to Hooks. Over to Olsen on the left wing. And Olsen with a nice pass over to Gald. Across the entire defense. Catches him off guard. 16-5 your score. Broke out to a nice 11-point lead. Board picks up dribble. Passes down to Weiss. Weiss handles it, gets it back over to Obade, back to Leeski. She passes cross court. Schneider taps that ball. Is going to go in for a rebound or a layup, but pushed from the back. Kind of knocks her off her rhythm. Doesn't get that ball to fall. And no call on that. 4 minutes left. They're going to bring in number 25. Riley Teschner in for Lily Leeski of Richland Center. Obade passes to Board, passes to Weiss. Weiss back over here to an unidentified Richland Center player, number 22. Probably Ava Martin. That is listed as number 30. Gald passes back to Reese Hooks, who again throws over the top. The right idea. Kind of a skip pass over to Allie Olsen, but just a little off the mark. Olsen back to Board. Back into Teschner. And a nice bounce pass to Weiss. And Weiss gets her own rebound, gets put back, going to get fouled, I believe. That's Kate Quackenbush. And I apologize. That is going to be Satara Gald with the call. Weiss gets that one to fall, brings Richland Center back within 8, 16-8 your score here in the first half. Viroqua player knocks it out of bounds, and Viroqua going to reset over here on the far sideline. Gall is going to do the inbound pass to Olson, down to Sam Schneider, who wasn't quite ready for it. And she skips it to Gall. Gall shoots, nice shot, and Quackenbush with a nice rebound and passes it to Sam Schneider, who gets it tipped off the shot, can't get it to go. And Quackenbush with a nice rebound, put back opportunity, and gets fouled. That's going to be Obade that is guilty of the foul call there. Quackenbush shoots, gets that one in. 17-8 your score. She's going to get one more opportunity here. Little delay here with a substitution. Reed Brown going to come in for Sam Schneider, give her a break. Kate shoots and doesn't get that one to sink. 3 minutes left here. Allie Olson with some nice defense this entire first half. Put a lot of pressure on Richland Center out on the top of the court. A nice steal there by Reese Hooks. And she's going to get that one to go along with... Oh, I thought there was a foul, but apparently not. And that is a walk. And Richland Center player just got ahead of herself a little bit. Gall with a nice shot, can't get it to go. Reed Brown's gonna get a fingertip on it, and it's gonna be out of bounds. Ward drives down and gets kind of trapped in the corner. She's back over on that right wing, passes down into Weiss. Weiss with one dribble, tries to shoot and gets a foul call on her. I think that's going to be Allie Olson with the hack there. And it indeed is 4 fouls to 3. 4 on Richland Center, 3 on Viroqua. It doesn't look like we're going to get into a bonus here in this half for either team. Weiss with the first shot, no good. Weiss is going to get called off of that successful free throw. It says she went over the line, does referee Daines. And Reese Hooks passes to Gall over on the right, brings it, skips over here to Allie Olson, who skips back to Gall with a nice shot over on that right wing. Can't get it to fall. A rebound, Richland Center. Richland Center passes all the way across over here to Board. Board dribbles down in the right corner, back here to 22. Down into Teschner. Teschner no good, out of bounds. Back to Viroqua. Reed Brown to Reese Hooks, who passes it over to Gall in the right corner. And she brings it back left, drives the lane, comes back out over to Olson. Olson dribbles right, back to Hooks, shoots. It's good, no good. Nice rebound there by Gall. And Hooks with another one, and man, that was a nice, pretty shot. No good. A bunch of fingertips, gets back to Gall. Gall takes nice dribble, a nice base move, and gets that one to go. 19-8, your score. And Viroqua steals the ball away from Richland Center. Back to Hooks, back to Gald. Drives the right, back out on the right wing to Hooks. She shoots. Trying to get that one to go. 22-8 your score. And, Allie Olson almost stole that ball. It was a nice anticipation there. Board dribbles down in the corner. Back to the right wing is to Weiss. Back over to 22. No good. Off her fingertips. Out of bounds. Back to Viroqua. In comes Iris Curley and Sam Schneider. We're going to have number 15 is going to come in. Elise Parr also. She is a freshman. So got three freshmen out there along with Iris Curley and Elena Chiordia. Board dribbles. And she shoots, gets a 3 to go, 22-11. Viroqua Richland Center in need of a quick basket. Steals back in that. Gets a steal, no good. Rebound Hooks. And there's your first half, folks. Richland Center 11, Viroqua 22. We will take a break. We'll be right back here in 5 minutes. All right, back we come for Viroqua basketball in non-conference action, playing the Richland Center Hornets here in JV. Coming into second half, it's a score of 22-11. Viroqua somewhat well in control of this game. Sometimes they're grinding it out a bit. Have rebounded very well. Reese Hooks dribbles left, hands the ball off to Satara Gald, who drives with a nice post drive there, I guess you'd call it. And can't get that shot to fall, however. Richland Center shoots, gonna be, Viroqua kind of guards the baseline, keeps Richland Center from getting the rebound, and will reset. Curley into Reese Hooks. Brings the ball up here to Allie Olson. Olson dribbles right, brings it back to center, and over on the right wing to Hooks. Hooks drives, gets all the way down, and gets her own rebound, and can't get back up. And Gald with a shot over there on the far left corner, and a nice shot, can't get it to go. Good shot selection, though, all night tonight. Have the Blackhawks had so far. This is number 30, Ava Martin. Passes it right over to Leeski, to Obade, back to Leeski. And Gald anticipates the pass and brings it quickly up across the half-court line. Passes it across court to Hooks, who can't quite get that shot to go. Gald with a nice drive, no good. Rebound to Teschner. Teschner passes it to Martin. And Martin looks right, picks up dribble, gets over to Leeski. Leeski has it tipped out of her dribble by Allie Olson, who has been pestering these Richland Center players all night with good defense. Martin passes into Obade. Obade back to Martin. Martin dribbles left and passes across here to Leeski, but Leeski is going the other way, kind of zigged when I think Martin thought she was going to zag. So Hooks passes up to the right wing here to Olson. Olson passes across, back over to Gald tipped by Martin, gathered in by Gald. And Hooks dribbles right, picks up dribble in the corner, back to Curley. Iris looks, passes back over to Olsen. Olsen stops, and she passes across to Hooks. Hooks shoots, and a nice three-point shot. 25-11 your score. Viroqua up here by 14 with 13 minutes left in the second half. No fouls on the board in the second half at all. So they're gonna end up calling it a jump ball. Teschner was pretty feisty with Iris Curley there. Ended up tying the ball up, and possession arrow in favor of Richland Center. So they get the ball back, and they're gonna call Satara Gald with a reach. Martin passes way out to Leeski, and Hooks out hustles it, and she brings it up and gets it into, see, we've got a new player. That is Elena Christensen out there for second half play. We'll kind of split time between JV and varsity. Hooks down to Reed Brown. And Hooks dribbles right, stops, shoots. Can't get that ball to go. Christensen with the rebound. Brings the ball down and pivots through it. And doesn't get the ball tied up. Somehow gets it back out to Hooks. Hooks dribbles. She's trying to dribble right. Tester cuts her off. Gets through it. And you got to call Martin with a travel. And Hooks passes to Gald. Gald stops, shoots. Can't get that one to go. Christensen gathers up the rebound. Getting kind of tangled up is Obade, I believe, with the reach. Somewhat of a frustration foul. It's going to be her second. Christensen's going to bring this ball in. Passes it to Olsen. Olsen dribbles right, comes back, dribbles left, comes back right. Christensen shoots, rebound by Chiordia. And Reed Brown, fighting for that rebound, ends up getting it knocked away by Libby Ruland of Richland Center, out of bounds. Christensen to Olsen, Olsen to Chiordia, Chiordia to Gald. Gald gets a nice three-point shot over there on the left wing, or close to the top of the key, and puts Viroqua up 28-11. Richland Center yet to score and can't get that to fall. Chiordia gets the rebound, passes it to Gald. Gald brings it up the left side of the court over to Olsen, and Christensen quickly runs in there with the rebound attempt, can't get it to go, and Libby Ruland gets the rebound back to Martin. Martin passes to Obade, back to Martin. She passes it over here to Leeski. Leeski back to Martin, to Obade, to Martin, and Martin shoots, no good. Chiordia with the rebound, but Leeski with a heads-up play there kind of grabs the ball away, and Allie Olsen trying to push the ball up to Gald, and Martin gets it stolen. Little helter-skelter here, and Elena Christensen doing all she can to get that ball up on the backboard, try to give herself a chance, and kind of knew she was going to get fouled. Nice awareness play there by her, and she ends up getting a couple free throw attempts. Good on the first. Christensen good on the second. Going to put Viroqua up by 19. And Richland Center is going to take some time out here to talk about it. 10:59 left in the second half. 30 Viroqua to 11 Richland Center, your score. So back we come. Viroqua hopefully going to get up by 19 with a nice lead with 10:59 left in the second half over Richland Center. Ava Martin brings it right across center court. Over to Leeski. Leeski struggles to know where to go with the ball. Back to Miller. Miller stops, shoots. Can't get that one to go. And that is, we get some new Viroqua players in here. Elise Parr is in. Reese Hooks. And, well, I mean, she's been in the game, I guess. Elise Parr, the new Viroqua player. Martin brings it back to Leeski. Leeski going to get charged with a walk. Referee Lee with the call. Chiordia gives to Hooks. Hooks brings it back, gives it over here to Elena Christensen. Drives the lane. She stops. Brings it back out to Hooks. Hooks dribbles back to Christensen, skips all the way across to Olsen. Nice pass from Olsen to Chiordia. Chiordia with some nice footwork on the low block and gets that ball to go in. 32-11 your score. Ava Olsen fakes right, dribbles left, gets it here to Libby Rulin, back to Obade. Obade to Martin, to Leeski. Leeski shoots, no good. Gets it to Elena Christensen, who passes it quickly to Reese Hooks, who gets it over here to Allie Olsen, back to Hooks. And Chiordia tries to set a screen. Hooks passes away from it. She shoots, no good. And Elise Parr attempts to get the rebound, can't get it. And back to Richland Center. Richland Center quickly moves it up the court. Back here to Leeski. Leeski shoots, no good. Christensen with the rebound. And she's going to slow it down a hair. And she passes to Hooks. Hooks dribbles right. Passes to Allie Olsen. Over here back to Hooks to Christensen. Nice shot. That's going to be nothing but net. And 34-11 your score. Another quick timeout called by Viroqua. We'll take a timeout as well. 8:43 left in the second half. All right, back we come. Viroqua, Richland Center getting the ball here off the timeout. And a drive there by Ava Martin, I believe. No good. Rebound back to Iris Curley. Ruland ties it up for Richland Center, but possession arrow back to Viroqua. Allie Olson passes across to Reed Brown. Passes back to Olson. Over to Reese Hooks, who gets a nice three-point attempt to fall. Well, they must have called it 2. 36-11 your score here with just under 8 minutes left. And Allie Olson with some nice defense, kind of rattles Richland Center, forces the coach to call a timeout. Another quick timeout by them. We will take a timeout as well. So the short timeout called there from Richland Center. Give Richland Center the ball back. They run their play. Kind of try to get a long out of bounds play there by Teschner. And can't get that one to work. Reed Brown was right where she needed to be. And end up tying that ball back up. And Allie Olson steps in front of that pass, can't get it in, puts it out of bounds. But they're going to say that Ava Martin tapped that out. So Reed Brown dribbles left, she stops, passes it back to Hooks. Hooks drives, nice pass to Olson. And Olson shoots, no good. And Viroqua's going to have the possession arrow back on that jump ball. Allie Olson going to inbound. Out here to Reese Hooks. And Teschner with some good defense picks up her dribble. Elise Parr dribbles, passes back to Hooks. Hooks dribbles left. Coach Danes, or referee Danes, is going to call the foul, blocking foul on Teschner. Elise Parr with a nice dribble, a nice pass into Iris Curley. Curley puts it back out to Allie Olson. Reed Brown with a nice rebound, pumps it into Iris Curley. And back to Olson, back to Parr, back to Olson, back to Curley. And Parr skips over here to Reese Hooks, and she gets the ball back, tries to pass down the low block to Elise Parr. Nice idea, but just a little strong, and ends up going out of bounds off Parr's fingertips. Back here to Richland Center. Ava Martin's going to bring the ball across half court. And Brown with a nice pass defense tips the ball away from Teschner, but off of Brown's fingertips. She passes it into Teschner. Teschner quickly dribbles down the right corner, passes it back out here to Martin. Martin back down into the low block, but she's going to end up drawing a foul, fighting for position with Iris Curley. Martin to pass the ball in, and she passes. So we're going to have a timeout on the part of Richland Center due to the fact that just was quite almost going to be guilty of the 5-second violation. bring that ball in bounds. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back. All right, back we come. Richland Center getting their win. 6 minutes, 28 seconds left in the second half. 36-11 your score. Passed inbounds to Teschner, to Leeski. Back over here to Obade. Obade passes to Martin. Martin down to Leeski. Back out to Martin. To Leeski. Leeski surveys. Passes over to Obade. And Obade back out to Leeski. Back to Martin. Working the perimeter. Libby Rulin has that ball fall out of her hands and gets stolen by Viroqua. Gauld back in the game. Reed Brown looks over there on the left wing. Back to Gauld. Gauld dribbles left. Passes back to Brown. Down into the post to Iris Curley. And Gauld with a nice three-point attempt. That's how you're supposed to draw it up, folks. 39-11 your score. Viroqua holding Richland Center at this point, scoreless in the second half. Martin dribbles down here to Leeski. Leeski loses it, fights with Reed Brown. Reed Brown outlets the pass to Gauld. Gauld passes across to Christensen. Down on the low post, back to Gauld. Gauld shoots, no good. Rebound, Christensen. Jump ball, possession arrow back to Richland Center. So looks like Richland Center is going to get called for a illegal screen on Riley Teschner. Brown dribbles left, stops, back to Gauld. Gauld shoots, no good. Rebound by Brown, back to Elise Parr. Curley with the rebound, back to Gauld, no good. And Gauld gets her own rebound. Nice hustle. She passes across to Christensen. Elena dribbles, drives, stops, shoots. Nice shot, no good. Libby Rulin gets the rebound that time. Nice rebounding effort all the way around here by Viroqua tonight, offensively and defensively. Libby Rulin looks. She gives back to Teschner. Teschner dribbles once. Picks up dribble, back to Rulin. Rulin dribbles down the lane and ends up getting the ball stolen by Iris Curley, then tied up. Possession arrow back to Viroqua with 3 minutes, 44 seconds left. Gauld slowly bringing the ball down the court. Passes left to Reed Brown. Brown passes to Elise Parr. Over to Curley in the high post. Curley dribbles once, fouled by Rulin. Not a shooting foul, though, however. 5 fouls committed by Richland Center, team-wise, and 2 for Viroqua tonight in the second half. Nice shot there by Elise Parr, no good. Rebound, Chiordia, and ends up Coming off the front of the rim, rebound by Teschner. Teschner's gonna shoot 2. Gets that one to fall. Getting Richland Center off the schneid here in the second half, being scoreless. Second of 2, no good, in and out. Rebound, Iris Curley. Allie Olson back in the game. She's going to bring the ball up. Passes into Reed Brown. And Chiordia gets fouled. Brown passing it in. Reed gets it over to Allie Olson. And she bounce passes into Parr, who wasn't quite ready for that pass, or went the other way. And Iris Curley scrambles for the ball, fights hard, does not commit the travel, gets rid of it, and down into Chiordia. Chiordia with a nice pass to Iris Curley. Iris can't get that shot to fall. No good. And Reed Brown fighting with Riley Teschner for that. Teschner tips it out of bounds. Brown passes it to Olson. Olson dribbles right. Leeski defends. Brown passes over here to Chiordia. Chiordia dribbles. Nice pass into Curley. Curley can't get that one to fall. Allie Olson with the rebound to Chiordia to Brown. Brown gets knocked down. She's going to end up twisting her ankle or her knee. I think she rolled it. That is a very painful injury. So unfortunately, we're going to take a quick break here on the injury timeout. So we'll all hope and pray for Reed that she gets better quick, and that it's just a quick ankle sprain or a knee sprain. Looked like it buckled when she was trying to come back down from that shot attempt. 39-12 your score here. 1:58 left in the game. Teschner drives. And she's going to get, actually, Allie Olson's going to get called for that foul on the block. Ava Martin is inbounding. She passes out here to Teschner, who has the ball knocked away by Hooks, who's had a really nice game here. Her and Satara Gold and just a host of other Viroqua players really needed one of these games here for this rebuilding Viroqua team. Allie Olson also had a great night. Just stole the ball, gets the breakaway free throw. Breakaway layup attempt is good. 41-12 your score. 1:22 left in this game. Allie passes it over to Chiordia, who miscommunication ended up cutting to the basket, and pass falls out of bounds. Ball back to Richland Center. Martin to Lieski. Lieski over to Teschner. Teschner back to Obade. To Lieski. Lieski drives, gets the ball up, and a nice little crossover drive, and gets that one to fall. 41-14 your score. Allie Olson brings the ball back out. Hooks, shoots, and can't get that one to go. Curley with a nice fight for the rebound, can't get it to go. Ava Martin gets that ball and drives. Gets back to Obade, back to Teschner. Teschner brings it back out. 25 seconds and counting. Lieski posts up Libby Rulin. Libby squares up, can't get it to go. Doesn't even shoot. Gets the ball back out. Teschner drives right. Chiordia is going to end up fouling with 8 seconds left. It's going to be the game, folks. Going to be the game. 41-14 your score. Viroqua wins handily in that game. JV action and non-conference play between Richland Center and Viroqua. I'm Tom Lohr with your Western Wisconsin Video Productions. We will be right back here with varsity action.